Welcome to our webinar on first grade math centers. The curriculum standard we're addressing today is the topic of addition and subtraction to 12 with the objective of developing and applying fact families using inverse relationships. 3 of the 5 enabling outcomes I chose were memorizing addition and related subtraction facts to 12, checking subtraction with addition, and relating the inverse relationship of addition and subtraction facts to 12. I do have a math series I use, but I find these types of activities align well with our standards, so I rely more on these than the pages in my textbook. I organize my centers into 6 baskets. They're numbered, as well as the bookshelf they're on being numbered to match, so the students are able to take out their basket, bring it to their station, clean it up, and bring it back. I like to have 2 to 4 students in each of my groups, and I use these stars to show them where to go so they know which center is theirs. And at the end of each one, I'll take the last star, move it to the beginning, and slide the others down as they're magnetic and on my blackboard. I've also used Post-it notes in the past. For my 4 names on the stars, each group has 1 intervention math student, 1 enrichment math student, 1 student that might struggle with behavior, and another student in each group. I use the stars to assign jobs to the group, so maybe the top person in the star will get the basket, maybe the bottom person will put the basket back, maybe the third person in the group on the star will be responsible for moving any desks that need to be moved. I explain all of the centers at once, and I can do 1 center a day and 2 on Friday for the week, or I could do them all in 1 or 2 days, depending how much time I have. Center 1 is a part whole map. They choose a card from the deck and the corresponding amount of pennies to put on their mat, and they write a fact family for each. You can see here our student chose the number 3 and the number 1, and put the pennies on the mat, and wrote her fact family. Center 2 is our domino center. Each child takes a basket of dominoes, draws the picture on the worksheet, and writes an addition fact and the inverse subtraction fact. And they can work very nicely independently at the center. Center 3, each student takes 2 dice and rolls them. These are nice soft dice, so they don't make noise. And they write the addition fact on the first line and the turnaround fact next to it. And this is another center where they can work well, very independently. Center 4 is usually my technology center, but we were having some technical difficulties this week, so we did a subtraction work mat center where it shows the whole and 1 part, and they could draw and count up to find the other part, or they could count on their fingers, or they could use the cubes if they'd like, and then they wrote a subtraction sentence below to match their picture. Center 5, you have to be comfortable with a healthy level of noise because they enjoy playing this card game. The first student takes the top 2 cards, and the next student takes the next 2. They flip them over, they add their numbers, and whoever has the higher sum gets to keep the cards, and if they tie, they put another set on top and get to keep all of the cards, which they enjoy. And my 6th center, the math teacher and I found on Pinterest, and we're making paper chains to show addition facts. Each child spins the spinner twice and uses those numbers to make their chain. So if they chose 3 and 4, they might choose 3 pink strips and 4 yellow strips and link them up to make their chains, which we then hung from the ceiling. To assess, I use differentiated time tests. I give them 3 minutes to complete about 30 problems, and they really enjoy when we have a few extra minutes and can do their time tests. And I use this chart to show their progress, and they like to move up to the next level and see their stars growing. I start with sums to 6, sums to 8, then 10, 12, 15, and 18 before moving on to subtraction facts. Thank you.